So this isn't just a matter of coming in here and dumping snow everywhere. You've changed the geometry. You've removed walls. You've punched holes in the ceiling.
Yeah, the Fallen have been up to some stuff, for sure.
And those visual cues create that curiosity. The Fallen have been up to some stuff. What stuff? And the campaign that you guys are creating, the story that you're telling with these new activities and these new worlds, that's going to pay off those curiosities?
It was really important that we took you to a new place in Rise of Iron.
Yeah.
And new places to play. So we wanted the player to discover that new place, and the best way to do that was to take them through a familiar place where they got to unlock all this new content. Okay. So, wow, I'm stepping in through this door. We got some.
Again,
this is a debug build.
Yeah, this is a work in progress. So you're not meant to see the luminosity here. This is something that we'll correct before we ship Rise of Iron. But that's what happened when we pull the curtain back. Is you get to see what we see when something is in development.
Hashtag game dev.
Hashtag game dev. So we're now going to take our first step outside, and you can see that the environment has become blanketed with snow. The Fallen are vandals, not just in name. They're dismantling our past.
Yeah, when we talked about telling the story of the Iron Lords, the Iron Lords evoked a certain imagery to us. One of warriors from the north, cold, wearing winter coats, double-edged battle axes, beards. Sorry, Deej.
Beards, that's great. That's great.
Okay, so without the sans beards, we wanted the environments to re-evoke those same themes that the Iron Lords did.
Jump up here in this relatively safe place.
All right,
hold on. Because I've actually got some concepts that are kind of a good riff on some of the things that you're talking about. So if we can go back to our deck, you have this original concept. When we first revealed Rise of Iron, we took a look at this concept. Who created this again?
This is Jamie Jones.
Jamie Jones.
Yeah.
This was one of our first visions of Lord Saladin as the hero, his wolf companions, and the breach in the wall, which we've now explored on our own. And you're talking about the heroes from the Northlands, sort of the Viking theme. And we move on from that to this concept of the Plague Lands. So talk to me a little bit about the mood that you're looking to strike here and some of the elements that we can see on the screen.
Well, again, the idea of the Plague Lands was that this area had been corrupted by something that you don't understand. And not to give too much of the story away, but like obviously you find this place. We still wanted it to be relatable. We still wanted it to feel like the Cosmodrome, but one that you don't recognize. This concept was a little too grim because you want to go to this place and you want to stay there for a while.
That is a little
too,
gloomy
right?
for our bright, hopeful future. Absolutely.
But that large form you see in the background, those types of things that evoke this emotion of discovery and fantasy, we wanted to keep that. So.
But it roots us in the real world. When I see a beached tanker ship like that, it's obvious to me that I'm on Earth. I'm not exploring some snowy wasteland across the solar system. You know, I'm not on, like a frozen Saturn moon. I'm here on Earth, and this is where human society came, crushing to a halt. And it's relatable, but it's made strange over time, and even more so now that we've kind of come to think of the Cosmodrome as familiar. And you can see in the trees there, those diamond shapes. We see evidence of the SIVA outbreak. But this concept is a little bit more colorful, feels a little bit more like Destiny, and there's a lot more evidence of SIVA in its final form.
Right. This is actually really close to what we sort of ended up with in the Plague Land. So, and it's pretty clear. SIVA's taken over this environment.
And you're able to add a little bit more color. The SIVA stalks are red, so it stands out as a sort of a stark warning against the snow. It's pretty hideous and beautiful at the same time. I mean, it feels like a technological spider web, which, as somebody who hates spiders, it definitely kind of sends a shiver up my spine. And then this is not a concept. This is an actual view in game, and this is where we are now. So let's continue our exploration of the space. And I'll get oriented here. And
so, yeah, this is this space is called the divide in the game. We call it internally. We call it the graveyard.
okay.
Which is now much more appropriate since it's got the old devil walker that you fought many times.
Indeed.
And this, some backstory for this space is that this was actually the first place that we did an art test early on when we wanted to. We knew we wanted to spend a lot of our time on the new Plagueland, but we wanted to make sure that we could capture this snowy feel over the rest of the reprised Cosmos spaces, and this was our first test. So,
when we said that Destiny would be a dynamic world, a world that would change over time, a world that would react to the things that you do, and now we're really starting to make good on that promise, because I can't tell you how many times I've killed that tank, and there it finally lies dead in its final resting place. I want you guys to join me over here if you could, because first of all, I need help because something's shooting at me, and second of all, we've got an outbreak of SIVA over here, and I'd love for you to come back to me.
what? Over here, D.
It's over here. Here we go. I got bad guys.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so talk to me about this SIVA outbreak, because these are the red tendrils that we saw in that concept. This looks to be just erupting out of the ground here.
Right. So the first thing is that this is kind of how we wanted to present this to the player, where the player's discovering SIVA. They're starting to see hints of it throughout the world, and then they kind of find the source. This is we'll just say, I don't want to give too much of the story away. This is a key player on Team Evil. All right.
Okay.
We got and one that Saladin might have a little secret about as well. One maybe of single-handedly creating a new golden age. I don't know, something along those lines.
Interesting. Okay.
So SIVA is a self-replicating, machine manipulating technology.
Okay. Cool.
That
And this was contained in Golden Age vaults deep beneath the Cosmodrome, in some places similar to where we discovered Rasputin in previous adventures in Destiny. But not all Golden Age technology is friendly or happy. In the wrong hands or under the wrong conditions, this stuff can be extremely dangerous. So it's true that a little bit of information can be dangerous.
And this is not something you want to touch either.
So Keith, what were some of the different considerations in terms of the art style? Because you're introducing a new design language here to show us what exactly is happening on Team Evil.
Team Evil. Yeah. Well, so I mean, SIVA is this really interesting opportunity to explore a whole new design and graphical language. We have elements of the organic, we have elements of the synthetic, and how they blend together and work into the environment and to the combatants is really interesting visual exploration. And then we're working with design to really sell these as these are something new. They act differently. They infest the world and the enemies and all kinds of things completely differently. And really also the high contrast with the colors, the SIVA nodules to the organic stuff.
Yeah.
It opens up a lot of really interesting opportunities for us.
Okay.
The early concepts of SIVA were about like how it manipulated things and what it looked like when it did that. Once we realized we wanted to propagate it in the environments and tell that story through the levels, Adam Williams, one of the world artists, actually did many mock-ups of what this could look like as it consumed the space. So this is actually a product of both of those things, but Adam definitely had a big hand in what this looks like when it's on the environment.
All right, we're going to move on. And in order to move on appropriately in style, let's do this, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm spawning my Gjallarwing. Show me yours. Nice. Looking mean. Let me see. Does it still trick? Indeed it does.
Yeah,
Can I stick the landing? Indeed.
Check this out. Go off the, if I can do it.
Oh, I'm going to die.
Yes.
No, don't die. Come on, don't die in your stream. Don't die in your stream. Oh, I'm dead.
Okay.
No, I'm not dead. Can I make it back up? Look at this. I'm not supposed to be down here. This is dev tools. Dev tools at work.
How did you get down there?
I don't know.
You need a rope?
I sure do. Hang on. I think I can get back up there. If you're watching at home, you will not be able to come down here during the actual game. I need something to kill me.
Here, I can help with that.
Can you help with that?
No, I can't.
Kill me!
Can the Gjallarwing fly? Hey, can you go to the debug cam?
I don't know.
You know, do that? You can do it.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Help is
you
on
can
the
do
way.
it.
Help is on the way. So,
This is live.
once you guys spawn your Gjallarwings
All right.
and do some tricking, do that trick we did yesterday where you do a sweet jump off the cannon of the spider
Oh yeah.
tank
Well, you
there.
got to line this one up perfectly. Here, let's see if I can do this. Yeah. But I didn't get the trick out. Man, this looks.
All right, I'm
sweet,
back
though.
topside. So we're good to go again.
Nice work, Keith. Nice shiny.
Woo! I am going to have to reinvert myself.
Fail.
Okay. We're good to go. So let's take ourselves further through the space here.
All right. Well.
So
Yeah. Go ahead.
I can see a lot of hints.
Yes.
You know, you guys are dropping me clues about the Devil Splicers,
Yeah.
and they're hacking apart the environment here. And what's the idea there? Like, what's the design goal when you're changing the environment with these little clues here?
Well, the intent here is that, I mean, this is what we're driving right now is part of the campaign, and it's all about discovery. I mean,
Yeah.
the players discovering what is actually going on, and so we wanted to tell that story as much as we could in the environment. It also is an opportunity to change up the environment as well, like we were talking about before in the breach. So we can cut things in half. We can have things fall over and just basically get a different encounter space where we want.
Mm-hmm. And to give me little clues to make me curious about what's going on here. Now, we can see that the Devil Splicers, who rule the Plaguelands, they're also here. So they've spilled over the borders. Let's see, are they immune to a storm? No, indeed. So my Warlock brothers and sisters, you are good to go in this new adventure. We can see they have no respect for the past. And they've even opened some new gameplay spaces for us.
All right, yeah. You can see this big crack in the wall here, or cut, if you will.
So what would we find in here?
Well, I'll go take a look. I know we're not supposed to go in there. Here, it's
No,
like my
this
Han
is-
Solo moment.
Yeah, this is your Han Solo moment.
Okay, Deej, that was a bad idea. Let's get
Get out of here.
Let's go this way.
By order of Commander
Yeah.
Zavala, this is
Not
still a
gonna
forbidden
look.
zone.
Not gonna look.
So you can see the Devil Splicers are just teaming in there. We've got another SIVA outbreak right here, but we are not to explore this domain today. You can see the Shanks are still hard at work, opening up the geometry
till we
and
kill 'em.
creating a new frontier for adventure. And this is where we'll send the Guardians on September 20th, but not on this day.
I felt that rumble. I think that's a sign to go.
Yeah, is that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
we're gonna get.
That's-
We're gonna.
we're gonna get
We are
looked.
leaving.
Yeah.
We're going to disengage, but that will be some new places for the players to explore later on this fall. So now we are retracing our steps. If you're familiar with the Cephix Prime strike, you followed this path
right.
before,
Okay.
but let's come through here and let's see what's different. So, rally to me, Guardians, and lead the way.
I think we should make Keith lead.
Keith, you're on point. You're on point, Bachman.
All right.
So this is,
Yeah, we got a lot of non-final lighting.
Of
going
course,
on
yeah,
in that
these are-
hallway, yeah.
These are all a work in progress.
Yep.
And while the steps that we just took were very much as we remember them, it doesn't take long for you to open up a new space for us to be able to play. So the Plague Lands isn't the only thing that's new in the Cosmodrome. We also have an opportunity to, hello, I don't want any of that.
Get it, get it.
Watch out, here it comes.
Saved your life.
Any good fire team does. Is the area secure? The area is not secure.
Try going this way. No, I'm not.
Are you guys going down the stairs? I'm taking the new way.
No, we take the new way.
Yeah,
Let's take the
come
new
on.
way.
Come on, we're guardians. We explore. I got an invisible guy. Here we go. He's down.
I got the right.
So you're doing all sorts of interesting things to change this up. You're caving in the roof. You're letting us carve new paths through the landscape. You with me? I'm going to let you all lead.
Yeah, we're here. Like I said, like the World Art team has had a lot of fun crafting these spaces.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. More invisible bad guys. Bad, bad, bad. Yeah, they're all over the place. You got guys on your 6.
Thank you.
Okay, let's press on through. Hey, what's up? What's up, new bad guy? Here you go. Get him, boys. So we've been in this space before. Fighting Hive, fighting wizards, fighting fallen captains. But there's a new sheriff in town, and they have all sorts of wonderful new toys. Stop. Just stop. Everybody stop it. I'm trying to lead a guided tour here. You're all being a bunch of jerks. Everybody just knock it off. There we go. I didn't say any names. I just said everybody stop. All right, that's better. I just need some peace and quiet. I'm trying to make a point here, because check this out. How many times have we hacked this with our ghost? It's become hacked by something else now. So what am I seeing here?
That looks SIVA.
That definitely
right there.
looks
Yeah,
SIVA.
so
That does not look friendly, whatever it is. So SIVA is not just something that wrecks the landscape. It looks like it can coalesce into a form of intelligence.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't. It needs a mind to control it.
Okay.
Again, without getting too much into the surprises, but it does the bidding, if you will.
Okay. We're going to press on. Oh, here we go. We got a bad servitor. There we go. He's not so
Throwing
bad
out
anymore.
teases all over the place, Deej.
Aren't you? Aren't you?
Kind of like nothing said.
So, do the SIVA have an ally? Is there?
Does SIVA have an ally?
Does SIVA have an ally? Like, do different factions of Fallen fight each other? Do the Devil Splicers have anyone that they're peaceful with, or do they just want to consume everything?
That's a good question. I think you should ask Keith that question.
Keith, you're on the spot. You're in the hot seat, Keith.
All right, yeah. Here we go.
I'm used to seeing Hive in this space.
Right.
So
I mean,
if,
the Devil Splicers are. They're against everybody. They're their own thing. They're out to take over everything. And
Yeah.
they're starting with the Cosmodrome and SIVA. And they're incredibly invasive and, at least when I played, pretty darn difficult. See, I cleaned that up nicely, right?
You did. That was great.
PG
You
and
did
everything.
indeed.
We've called the Splicers many things internally. So
When we've encountered Hive in a lot of these different spaces, and they have completely, the Devil Splicers have come in and made this their own spot now.
yeah, they've pushed
Oh,
the
yeah.
Hive around to where the Hive are now. You're going to find the Hive in places you never saw them before because they don't feel safe.
Because they've been displaced from
Yeah.
their territory, from the places where they like to hide.
What we can keep you alive.
Please keep me alive. Please help me, help me, help
my
me.
God, look at that.
Keep me safe. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is bad.
Just keep moving, keep moving.
There's a interesting visual design difference here, Keith, that I'd like to call out, where we fought the Fallen. The Fallen shoot at you. Their weapons are very distinctive, But when you see the fallen captain profile, and that fallen captain has become a Devil Splicer, it's pretty immediately apparent, right?
Yes, I mean, not only have they started to use, oh wait, I don't know. Are we allowed to
I don't know. If you don't think we are, don't say it.
No, I mean, not only how are they using
This is where you make
SIVA.
me talk about it. So.
I know, right? Not only using SIVA for the environment and all their evil ends, they're starting to modify themselves with it. And
Yes.
that's given them some rather unique abilities.
But just even if they're shooting these red lasers at you, that's immediately a visual cue to tell you that you're not fighting the enemies that you've known in the past.
No, and they've got a lot of tricks up their sleeves.
Yeah, you probably already seen it. You noticed a couple of little seekers seeking after you you kill guys and things like that. So SIVA's got some new tricks.
And even the servitors are in on the action. Yeah, actually, that's just not fair, man. Look at this. The rounds after he fires them are even adapting to my movements. So these guys are not.
Where is he? I'll come help you out.
If you have a playbook for fighting the Fallen, it's time for some rewrites.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Well, these are not the only environments that you've changed surrounding the Plaguelands. And we've seen one of the entrances into the new spaces that we are going to explore. And
yeah, like I was saying before, I mean, we wanted to spend most of our time on all the new spaces, and so being able to craft new experiences in these old spaces was definitely a goal. But it's I can't wait till people get to see what's behind that crack in the wall.
And this is not everything. So this is not the only area in the Cosmodrome that you've repurposed or redesigned for Rise of Iron. This is just a taste. These are a few of the spaces that you'll go into. But we want to leave things for the players to discover. This is the fine line that we straddle when we're introducing you to a new adventure, is we want to pique your curiosity. We want to show you some of the things that you're going to get to do, but we want to leave these things for you to discover on your own. So it's been fun to come in here and to show you the way the Cosmodrome has changed and maybe set you to thinking, what's the Plaguelands going to be like? Because as macabre as this is and as different as this is, and as much as the fallen Devil Splicers have made this environment a lot more dangerous, the Plaguelands are much worse, right?
Yes.
So I think we're going to stop our exploration here.
Oh, we don't get to go through that?
No, we're not going to go through that. I need to leave things for the players to do. They want me to show them everything today.